Hello everybody, DJ Neeks here, and welcome back to our A through Z playthrough for Heroes of the Storm. I want to apologize for the way things went in the last video. Didn't really talk at all about ETC, and I wanted to because he's a character that I have fun with, who brings a smile on my face, but the way that whole trying to record that one video went, having to record it attempt to record it 6 times, and then the way that last match went, I got salty. Hopefully that's going to change now that we are moving on to a different character. Hopefully things are going to change now. Today we have landed upon Falstad, one of the original characters for this game. Has always been pretty strong, and he's gone through so much change. He's gone from being a basic attack assassin to a burst damage mage, pretty much. Now he has he's in a pretty good spot, one of the top assassins in the game probably, with various different builds, all focused, either builds complete focused either on his Q, his hammering, his lightning rod, or his auto attacks. And the auto attack and hammering build are pretty good, the least popular being the lightning rod build, and I've tried it, not really that great. So if you need an auto attacker for auto attack damage, you can go that route. If you need some burst damage, you can go that route, and man, I'm telling you, he can do some good burst damage if you build up hammering. He also has an automatic mount and is considered one of the global heroes in this game because he has, hold on a second, can I show it to you guys here? Yeah, here we go. He has flight. Instead of mounting, Falstad can fly a great distance over the terrain. So this makes him an extremely valuable choice on big maps. He also has a built-in bribe that you can be able to choose if you want to go with the lightning rod build. He's got some other different really good things in his kit here. He also has a couple of ults. One is really good for utility purposes. Mighty Gust. It's been like the meta choice for quite some time. For a while, Hinterland Blast was really not looked upon that well. Then they made it where the cooldown can be reduced by 25 seconds for every enemy hero hit, and all of a sudden people wanted to try this out and do it more often. I still think Mighty Gust is still the better ult for what it can bring in terms of the the possible potentials that you can be able to pull off with it. And yeah, we're going to be checking out Falstad today, see what matchup and map we get, and that could determine what we go with, although I do have a preferred build, and we'll see how it goes, hopefully better than the last video.
Let's fly.
Holy moly, guys, look at this, we got the map! Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we finally find ourselves on the new Volskaya map. Volskaya Foundries?
Let's get cracking.
I think in Overwatch it's called Volskaya Industries, so that that's usually what I think of. The friendly team: Genji, Kel'Thuzad, Kerzim, Falstad, and Sylvanas versus Asmodan, Thrall, Nazeebo, Sergeant Hammer, and Lieutenant Morales. We're gonna go with Gathering Storm. This lets it where this quest allows it where anytime I hit a hero with my Q, it's going to increase its damage. And look at this, they are trying immediately to do, and I better move because I am not going to win that trade. Fortunately, our teammates went over and took advantage of that and made them pay for it. That's what needs to happen when people try and cheese. I despise cheese in this game so much, and people need to pay for it when they try. So I'm going to head up here because Falstad is actually one of the best heroes in the game when it comes to soaking. Because I can be able to stay up here and soak the lane for my team, get us experience, and then I can use my global to be able to get anywhere on the map that my team needs me, especially if it ends up being a fight. There we go. Thank you, Sergeant Hammer, for the stacks. Can we win this trade? Yes, we can! Yeah! Oh! But then the Asmodan General takes me down. The Asmodan General kills me. Fortunately, though, I'll be able to fly right back. I'll show that to you guys right here. I will do this, and now I will show you guys how this works. So I've told that one to fly here, and then... whee! Then there we go. And I can be able to do that. Use my barrel roll to be able to get out of the way. Get myself a shield. We're lacking some survivability right now, but that's going to change when we get to level 4. Alright, we're at level 4, and here I like to pick up hammer gains to make it where my basic attacks can be able to give me a heal. This obviously would work better if I was doing a basic attack build, but Falstad is kind of lacking in terms of the survivability, so this gives him a bit more of that. Good job by our Genji to help finish off that Nazebo. I'm going to sippy cup, and then I'm going to fly down to the point. Whee! They have Lieutenant Morales, so it's going to be a little difficult to try and finish them off, which is why we're going to have to focus on the Lieutenant Morales. Oh, nice job by our Kel'Thuzad. Gonna get that regen globe to help give myself a bit of health, because I am pretty low on that. Fortunately, we are lacking on our burst damage right now. That's gonna be able to change come level 7, but... Thank you for the stacks there, Lieutenant Morales. Timber? There's no... No, Lieutenant Morales can't. Oh, but Thrall can. Oh, I didn't know he was right there. Oh, boy. Alright, I'm gonna hearth back, and then I'll just be able to fly right back. Heal up, and then I can just fly back. Actually, up! I canceled it, and I forgot that it has this 10-second cooldown that it does if you interrupt your flight. There's something they added recently, and I don't like it. Ugh. The Sergeant Hammer getting complete healing from the Lieutenant Morales. This is one of the more annoying combinations to deal with in this game. Sergeant Hammer with Lieutenant Morales. Because Hammer can just sit there, keep wailing away, and get all this healing from Lieutenant Morales. Oh my goodness. Well, Falstad is one of the squishier heroes in the game. Sergeant Hammer is taken down. Very nice. So is the Thrall. This could be the point where we turn this around. It is an overtime. This is a big deciding moment. And we take down the Morales, and we should be able to focus on the Nazebo and take him down. And there we go. We are going to win the objective here. Very, very nice. I'm going to fly up to the top to clean this up because this is... building up here. I gotta fix this. So I took Boomerang at level 7. I reactivate this while hammering is in mid-flight to deal burst damage around the hammer. Boom! See that? Now, you combine that with the fact that if you take Gathering Storm, you're getting all this bonus damage. Late game, if you are good at getting your stacks of hammering, you're going to be able to do a ton of burst damage. And this also makes it a really good lane clear tool, as you can see there. Look at that. The minions just went down so fast. I think the Asmodan... I think they're going to make their way up here. Yep, there's the Asmodan. Thank you for the stacks. He went with Sieging Wrath, okay. I saw that the Sergeant Hammer is what killed me last time, not the Asmodan. I thought that it was the Asmodan. Nope. It was the Sergeant Hammer. Gonna use my lightning rod there to kind of scare him away a bit. I have Mighty Gust now, so in case I get into some trouble. Thank you for the stacks there, Falstad. Thrall. Alright, I am going to Sippy Cup. And then I am going to fly up here I'll bet Azmodan was anticipating that the whole way, I think. Gotta stay up here and try and counter this Azmodan. Our Genji player trying to scare him off. What I actually should have done is I should have flown over here and used Gus to blow him in here, so that way the fort could have been able to have a chance at focusing on him. So, just, you know, stress-free build, you know, just right now. We're up to 11 to 9. Countering the Azmodan, making sure he's not getting any free push. Thank you for the stacks, Azmodan. Just racking up my bonus damage. And our Genji over there trying to hold off the Sergeant Hammer. I can always use Mighty Gust to affect where Sergeant Hammer is positioned now for the rest of the game. And yeah, that hurt a bit. But fortunately, I have my Life Leech, which gives me a bit more health. Plus, I had my Regen Globe, helping push with this mercenary camp. That did hurt. So, Azmodan went with Blackpool to try and enhance his globe, which, because Falstad's one of the squishiest heroes in the game, that actually can be able to take a huge chunk of my health. Oh, our Kel'Thuzad trying to take down that Morales. Mercenary Camp has pushed that back in, so I feel like I can go down here and soak mid. Try and clear up mid lane here. Team getting some stuff there to help push those back. And take away those minions of his. Level 13, we are going to go with Flow Rider. This is going to reduce the cooldowns of my abilities as long as my trait, Tailwind, is active. This gives me increased movement speed after not taking damage for 6 seconds. Now, there is a way to make it where I can reduce the cooldown of that ability at level 16. And be able to try and get a few more stacks on that Azmodan, which helped my team finish him off. That's one of the things I love about this build with Falstad, being able to provide really great burst damage. The Sergeant Hammer's here. Hammer is right here. He's, yep. Wow, that Sergeant Hammer. Just sitting there invisible. Oh, man, that hammer. And I am dead. Wow. Wow, that hammer just sat there, invisible. I was like, I was looking at the comp going, they don't have a stealthy on their team, do they? And then I realized, no, a hammer can go invisible. I realized hammer was there. Hammer was invisible on the point. So now the enemy team is pushing with this. I'm gonna go ahead and do that there. Because of course I'm really squishy. Gonna blow away both the Azmodan and the Nazebo. Oh my goodness! Wow! They went all the way around that wall. Did you see that? I don't know if that's how that's supposed to work. Now see, what I was curious about, can I get doubles of my hammering stacks if I am hitting that objective? Since there's 2 of them in there. Gonna try and get back in here. The Thrall is chasing even though our fort is up. Provide some lane clear here. I think I was trying to combine wave or lane, or just trying to decide which of those to say. Oh, excellent slow there by our Kel'Thuzad. There we go, finished off the Falstad. We're gonna go with Airy Gust here to reduce the cooldown of Tailwind and increase my movement speed. Of course, this Asmodan. Gonna fly in here. Oh, never mind. I totally wasted it because I thought they were trying to take that. I thought they were trying to take that camp, and I thought I could just do that. And see, I can blow away that Sergeant Hammer. Oh, never mind. The Garazim is healing me. Wow, look at all that health it took away. This Asmodan. My goodness. Okay, we need to go down here and defend against that Nazebo. Because this guy is trying to just lane push. And I do not win this trade, but no one else came down here. Except the Kel'Thuzad. Why is nobody else responding to this? Let a Nazebo get a free lane? Why are you more concerned about the Thrall here than the Nazebo getting a free lane push? So I probably made a bad decision down there, but someone had to go down there and try and stop him, but I guess I can't win a trade against a Nazebo. I guess we're in a day and age right now where Falstad cannot go one-on-one with Nazebo. I don't think that used to be the case.
Let's try that again.
An access terminal will be online in a moment.
Use my flight to get down here quicker to help my team. Wow, Nazebo. He is in every single game now. My goodness. Oh, there's the Sundering. Well, I am so low on health. Oh my goodness. Wow, look at my health. Wow. Well, I have to just go away. I have to just hearth away. Man.
The sky's away.
My flight is on cooldown. Nothing I can do. My team is dead. All I can do is just go up here and try and counter this Asmodan split push here that he's doing with his general. Which is what he should be doing. I mean, the Asmodan is doing a good job. It's just really annoying to go against right now. While Tailwind is active, I can be able to use my hammering more often to help out with lane clear. Including against this Nazebo, who also... Man, we are seeing so many multiple specialist comps in Quick Match these days. An Asmodan and a Nazebo together. Happens more often these days than you'd think. I'm not gonna waste my fly on the Nazebo. He's way up there. See, I can't tell. I guess I should have been looking at my thing here. Unfortunately, my gust will not work on that thing because they have changed... Oh my goodness. Wow! They have changed it where these things are completely unstoppable, meaning that they no longer can be able to be affected by crowd control abilities. Now, I would love to come in here and do a gust on them. And there's the Morales being blown back into our base. That's the kind of play I was talking about in terms of the capabilities of Falstad and what he can bring to the table with his mighty gust. There we go. Took down the Asmodan. We are now at level 20. Meanwhile, the Nazebo is just pushing. Because that's what Nazebos do these days. All they do is push. I'm telling you, I get Nazebo in every single game. I play Nazebo myself, but my goodness, like, is every single person playing Nazebo? What do I want to go with here, level 20? Usually I would go with Epic Mount, but unfortunately that ability is as weak as it has ever been. To see this Nazebo, all he's want to do is just get the camp and then push. Wow, look at this Nazebo with the ice block. Didn't save you. Fortunately, this is also happening, I just noticed. Because they have a... Oh my gosh, well, the BFG is there, so it doesn't really matter. Yep, we've lost 2 keeps. Again, I don't really know what to go with here. I guess I can go with maybe Nexus Frenzy. Oh my gosh, that missile. I take it back. We don't have 2 spec comp here. They have a 3 spec comp. They have Hammer. They have Asmodan. They have Nazebo. Can I take this camp by myself? I think because I took Nexus Frenzy, I think I can. Where is the enemy team? Oh, wait. 4 of them are dead. I was like, where's the team? Oh, they're dead. That's why.
A protector is almost ready. Access its terminal when I
Alright,
bring it
so
on.
we can be able to get this point now, hopefully, while the enemy team is dead, and take advantage of it. I have a turret that I can spawn here. Our Sylvanas is pushing to try and turn things around.
Terminal
Once I put the turret down, that'll help us defend the point. The Nazebo is down there, trying to get our Sylvanas, which I think may happen, sadly. So the turret should hopefully help us defend against them. It's like, I know you're there. And there is the Morales. Oh my goodness, my health. Oh, the Divine Palm. Alright, there we go. I was able to actually win that trade against that Sergeant Hammer. Woo! Alright, I'm going to stay on the point here to capture it so we can use this objective. Unfortunately, this Hammer has this orbital BFG just constantly going over here. They may want to move out of the way. And there's the Morales.
Preparations complete. Pilot the protector to victory.
Oh, okay. No one wants to take control of it, huh? Somebody take control of it. Get in the driver's seat. Ah, fine. I guess I'll do it.
The protector is not going anywhere.
Hello? Gunner, please? Gunner?
Heads up! The enemy's after our core!
Gosh. Why was nobody doing anything about that? Well, our core is being destroyed. Our Sylvanas went back to defend against that. Oh, and the Sergeant Hammer has this, There we we go. Took out the Nazebo.
The protector has been destroyed. Our technician will analyze its combat data.
Oh my gosh, that Asmodan. Gotta go back and heal up. Hopefully nothing hits me. Plus, we have to go defend against this, because look at this. Holy moly, look at the damage our core is taking. Once again, beaten by cheese. Hammer, Nazebo, Asmodan. Come on.
MVP.
And for some stupid reason, nonsensical reason, our Sylvanas is the MVP of the match. Why? Because she had a ton of siege damage? This MVP system is so flawed.
Epic.
First off, there's no incentives to vote. Second off, what makes her the MVP over anybody else that was in this game? This makes no sense to me. This is something that I'm definitely going to bring up if I get a chance to talk to a dev when I go to BlizzCon next week. Is find out what they can do to make the MVP system better, give incentives to vote, and make it where the MVP choices are actually logical, sensical choices. But anyway, I hope you guys got a good idea as to, Falstad. I'm realizing I'm focusing a lot more on actually playing the match and winning the match as opposed to actually talking about the character and how much the character has changed. But I was hoping that the build I was going with was going to show you guys how good it can be when you go with one of these kinds of builds, like Gathering Storm, Hammer Gains, Boomerang, Mighty Gust, Flow Rider, Airy Gust, Nexus Frenzy. Normally I would have taken Epic Mount, but unfortunately they have nerfed that ability so hard that it's almost not even worth taking anymore. Plus, this helps out with my range as well as with Hammer Gains. So, that was Falstad, a very versatile assassin character. Extremely squishy, though, and when it's having to go up against these kind of long-range Asmodan Hammer heroes, though, of course, they were a duo and they queued in together because they wanted to cheese with this stupid Hammer Morales combo. So stupid. 34-12, you saw we had completely destroyed them in the match, and yet we lost because they had all this lane-pushing cheese with Hammer, Asmodan, and Nazebo. Just goes to show you, no matter how much better that you do in fights, if you have characters that dominate the lanes, that's gonna win you the match. That's what won the match for them. The quality of the game is so bad now, especially in Quick Match. This game used to be great in terms of quality of games you would always get. And it's as bad as it has ever been, unfortunately, and it breaks my heart. Up next, we're going to be having Garrosh. A character that some people have said is anti-fun, and I personally have had as much fun playing this character as any character in the game recently. I'll elaborate more on that when we come back. Stay tuned.